What's going on YouTube? Steven, the Salon Guy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the topic of do products make your hair flat? Okay, so this is going to be kind of a product knowledge type thing, a little bit of a rant, and just some information to help you guys understand, why products could make your hair lay flat and not give it any volume, and then why products, will help you get the volume. So, first of all, when it comes to keeping volume in your hair, what you really need to understand is, what type of foundation are you creating? Like when you're building a house, you're not just putting, the house doesn't just exist. You got to build the foundation to make sure it's strong. It's the same thing when it comes to hair products. All starting with the shampoo, all starting with the, conditioner, if you need conditioner, the pre-styling products, and then even the blow drying technique, and then the finishing product. So all of those things are an important role and they play a huge role when it comes to styling your hair. And I see so many comments from people saying, oh, can I get volume with no blow dryer? A lot of these things, maybe people don't have the understanding or the knowledge about technical stuff when it comes to hairstyling, but it's really hard to achieve a certain look without a pre-styler, without heat, without a technique or a brush or this or that. I mean, it's just hair, it's hair styling. You need to put some sort of effort into it. So what products can make your hair go flat? So first of all, let's go from the very first product, which would be, when you're shampooing and cleansing your hair. So there's shampoos that are just regular shampoos, and then there's other shampoos like, for example, my new product, Volume, my Volume shampoo and Volume conditioner. They were actually designed to specifically give volume to the hair, and that's basically through the ingredients. And as a stylist for over 20-something years, I've used many, many volumizing shampoos and conditioners, and most of the time the shampoos really, really strip out your hair, and it causes the hair shaft to expand, but it's just so dry. And for volume, after testing it, I said, I don't want that to happen. And then, the Volume shampoo and the conditioner are unbelievable, but at the same time giving you massive, massive volume. So you have to make sure you're using something that really is going to contribute to the volume, right, to the end goal. Conditioners, right? Everybody wants to know, oh, does a conditioner make my hair flat? Well, a conditioner could, if you're, one, leaving it on too long, if it's something that's not really designed for volume, if it's like a deep cleansing conditioner, something that's really, really heavy, that could be something that may take away a little bit of the volume because it makes your hair feel so soft. So sometimes you may think you're using something that's going to be great for your hair, but at the same time, it doesn't have any really thickening agents or ingredients that are going to really keep the hair with that volume. So it's kind of counterproductive. So you have to be sure and not be sold on a lot of this stuff and be misinformed. So make sure you're using something that is going to really increase the volume. It's designed for volumizing, okay? So then you have pre-stylers, right? Do pre-stylers actually cause your hair to fall flat or lose volume? Well, they possibly can. For example, right? I have my product Sleek here, which is a smoothing serum, okay? My other product, which is Fleek. Okay, these are designed to really smooth out the hair, defrizz, make it shiny, make it soft, silky smooth. Now, when you think of smooth hair, usually you see it pretty flat to the head, especially on women's hair because it's so smooth and silky. Can you get volume by using products like this? I mean, you can, but that depends on, one, how much you're using, how you're using it. If you're using it when it's wet and then blow drying it in, that could really help. If you're using any sort of, smoothing serum after the hair is fully dry, that could cause you to lose a lot of volume because your hair, it's smoothing out the hair, so it's making it lay a little bit closer to the head and flatter. So you have to really, really be careful that you're not overusing any sort of smoothing serums. You have to make sure that it's one that does support volume, that maybe does have some ingredients that do create some thickening or thickening effect for your hair. And you have to make sure that it's part of the process. You may have to sacrifice, or get that smooth hair another way, okay? And that's where something like 25 spray, right? 25 spray is a pre-styler. It's got literally 25 benefits to it. And, some of them include thickening, a light hold, defrizzing, flyaways, you know, and heat protection, you know, it has all these things in this. So this may be something that you might want to use that has smoothing and defrizzing, but at the same time has volumizing agents in it that are going to help it. So you have to really make sure that you're using the right pre-styler in order to keep volume in your hair. Sea salt sprays, like my Tidal Wave and various things like that, those are also great for volume because sea salt sprays tend to have a little bit of a grit to it. And that grit is going to give you that hold and that texture. So yeah, when it comes to sea salt sprays, those are actually beneficial as well. You have to be careful because some of them can tend to be a bit drying on your hair. So you want to make sure that you have something that's not super gritty, makes your hair feel like straw. You got to be careful. But anything that really is designed for volume is going to give you volume. If it's designed more for, you know, smoothing and stuff like that, then that's when you have to be careful. And then lastly, let's talk about post-styling products. So if you're somebody who wants a lot of volume in your hair and you want to have a super matte finish and be, you know, your hair up to here, you don't want to use like a smoothing cream. So this is Shadow and it's a grit pomade. It's a cream that's designed to really tame the hair. It's not intended to give you crazy volume. It has a very, I'd say, light to medium hold. It's more of like a grooming type pomade. So, you know, if you have volume in your hair, it's not going to make it super flat, but at the same time, you may not get that kind of lift just because of the type of consistency. You know, if you're using a pomade, you want crazy volume and you're using a pomade and you're not styling it properly, that could also cause your hair to go a bit flat. We've obviously seen lots of people on YouTube and stuff and in photos that have crazy volume with pomades, but again, that's how you're styling it, right? It's how you're combing in and the hold and are using any hairspray. So, you know, there's many different factors. But if you're not really familiar with styling your hair a certain way, then yes, some post-styling products could actually cause you to lose volume because, you know, they're either not intended for that or it's simply you're not styling your hair properly. And that, again, it comes back to the pre-styling of when you're blow drying your hair, what technique are you using? Are you using a brush? Are you just using your hands to lock it in at the root and hold and lock that volume in? You know, what is your technique to get that volume? You know, those are some of the most important things. And then when you go and finish it, you want to make sure you're using something that's not really going to just diminish, you know, what you did to get it ready for the volume. So I know I went on and on, but I hope you guys found this helpful. If you have any sort of, you know, hair challenges or any sort of questions, or if you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments below. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.